What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Lila here. Looking a hot mess. Let me put this out. Probably should have did it first, but it is what it is. See me? Can you see me now? Anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that no matter the trial or tribulation, I've always put God first. He gave us free will, you know what I'm saying? And it is for us to decide if we want to do right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's how life is designed. Simple test to see if you get into heaven or hell. I don't know. I ain't been there yet, but the goal is to go to heaven. I will say that I do cuss a lot because I didn't say I was a saint. I said I believed in God, and everybody knows that we're natural born sinners. And I also want to say that through every step of the way, my entire life, from, you know what I'm saying, my mom passing away, me being raped and tortured as a kid, me entering foster care, and me having my children of my own, I just want to say that God has been there with me through everything, through every step of my life. I count my blessings. Although a lot of people have died in my life, those people were wonderful. I will never forget those people that I was close to in my life that has gone over to the other side and has moved on. It was a blessing. Even my brother, he was 26 years old when, you know, he got shot. But, I mean, he taught me so much. He taught me what brother and sister bond and love is. And, you know, that's what's up, man. Like, I love him for that. I mean, he was just a real ass dude. As for my kids, I just want to say that even with the dog bites, it could have been a lot worse. With my son drowning in the bathtub, it could have been a lot worse. He could have died. I could have been burying kids, and no mother should have to bury their children. No mother, no mom should have to bury their kids. And it's so sad when you see or know someone that has lost a child, and, you know, especially to death. And the way that the drug epidemic is these days, and especially the way fentanyl is killing motherfuckers like flies, you know, with the heroin or whatever, it's sad because you see a lot more of your generation dying off a lot sooner than, you know, older people. And it is what it is, man. I mean, that's what they chose in their life, and I'm sorry that they didn't understand their blessing of life. I mean, God tells you that you get a limited time here, and if you choose to waste it, then you choose to waste it. I didn't choose to waste my days because I realized that, you know, life is short. I understood that from the get. Like, you couldn't pay me not to want to spend time with my kids or want to be with my brothers or my siblings because I already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people out here that want nice things out of life. Don't get me wrong, I want those nice things too. But I'd rather spend my time with people. I'd rather spend my time with the people that I love and I care about than having to deal with, you know, the stupid of this is how you supposed to live. This is what you supposed to do. Okay, and who told you that this is what I'm supposed to do? Nobody. Because last time I checked, my parents are dead. And ain't nobody got control of this shit right here. Nobody. I feel like if you can be rich and be miserable, or you can be poor and you can be happy, or you can be poor and you can be miserable, or you can be poor and you can be happy. I feel like the point is, it doesn't matter about class or statue or any of that. It matters if you're happy in your life, and it matters if you find peace. There's so many people that's miserable and that spread their misery on other people. and they don't have time for happiness. They don't have time for peace because they're just so angry and they're sending off negative energy out into the world. Person like me, that's not me. I'm a nurturer. I'm a mother. I give off love and healing vibes because, hey, at the end of the day, we all bleed red. At the end of the day, if that's your mama in the hospital or if that's my mama in the hospital, you know what I'm saying? We're going to pray for the best for that person. You know, just like me. I'm just saying, like, I might be rambling, guys, but it is what it is. And for y'all motherfuckers that don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry you ain't slow enough to, you know, I'm sorry that you ain't on my speed. I'm sorry you just a little few seconds behind. It's okay. It's all right. I do stumble over my words sometimes because, like, I'm trying to talk to myself by talking to you guys, and I'm not getting no feedback back. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking into a camera, and I see that people view my shit, but they don't leave no comments. They probably don't know what to say to a person like me, and that's fine because I probably wouldn't know what to say to a person like me neither if I was you. So it is what it is. But I just wanted to say, I put God through everything. I put God for everything first. You know what I'm saying? I pray. If I'm at a stoplight and I see a cop behind me, I'm praying that I don't get pulled over. You know what I'm saying? If I am shortchanged that day and I'm struggling to eat, I pray to God that I got a few dollars somewhere or some change or something to find. And let me tell you something, this girl right here, look at me. I ain't ever hungry. And my children won't ever hungry. So that should tell you something, you know what I'm saying? If God can provide, man, he really can. And it's all about your perspective. Like when people sit here and believe other shit, it drives me crazy to my core because at the end of the day, you're not going to say, hell Satan, my mother got better, or hell Satan, or whatever, or thank Buddha for whatever, because it's thank God at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's thank God that, you know what I'm saying, that my kids ain't in a grave. Thank God that, you know what I'm saying, they still here to see me at 18. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Some people don't understand because they never had to humble themselves. They've never had to live at the fucking bottom and had to work their way to the fucking top. And I think that's what gets me, man. We look on YouTube and we look on social media and we look on the TV and we see all these people living these great fucking lives. What about the people that's eating fucking Spam sandwiches? What about the people that's eating potted meat? What about the people that, you know, ain't got shit, that gotta scrounge up fucking $1.35 to get a McDouble? Huh? What about those people? I mean, I'm real, yo. Like, don't get me wrong. I would love to have a hot pink Mustang with fucking pink interior. That shit would be fucking fabulous. But that's just not my life right now. That's just, it's not something that I want. It's not something that I want right now. It would be good to have, I guess, if I could afford it. But then I think about, damn, what about the gas and shit that it's going to cost to fill up this tank? And I think about other countries and how they're living and how they're eating. But, you know, they appreciate one another. You don't see CPS going up into other people's houses, well, villages over there and shit because they ain't got running water or whatnot. Get real. You get your ass fucking eaten by a lion, motherfucker. Keep fucking with these people over here. But nah, it's people like me that they want to fuck with. I ain't got no family. So they look at me as, oh, she's poor and she got no family. She an easy target. But you seem to forget that I'm a fucking mother first. I'm a mother. So it's like my natural instincts of a fucking tiger or a bear kick in. Like, what the fuck just happened? You just took my kids for what? Their fur? For their money? For because they got a social security number, so now you could get benefits off of them for being up in your house? No, fuck you. Fuck that game. Fuck that noise. No. And like I told you guys, I believe in God. So I believe that no matter what I'm going through, my boys, that this is a learning experience for them too. That this is, you meet somebody and it's either a blessing or it's a curse when you meet these motherfuckers. Same with kids. Okay? No matter what, if my kids are getting beat right now or fucked up or whatever, it's just showing them, I had skin on my lip. It's just showing them what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Remembering a time when they were with their mother and when they were treated right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I can say, is that everything is a learning experience. All right? Everything is a learning experience. And there are so many times that we want God to take away all our problems. We want God just to come in and give us this magic pill or give us $1 million and to make all our problems go away. But that's not life. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to put yourself out there. If you want money, you need to put yourself out there so the universe can give you money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's either working at a job or trying to get a job, that's putting yourself out there. But you got to put good energy out there in order to get good energy back. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You're going to go through shit that's not your shit. Okay? Because I've gone through problems that I ain't had nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? I've had people cuss me out, angry with me, and that's just they own shit. What they going through. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That ain't got, at the end of the day, that ain't the type of person you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, these lawyers wanting to judge me for the type of shit that I'm going through. Bitch, you don't fucking know me. And at the end of the day, I don't fucking know you. And I really don't want to know you. I mean, you ain't even the type of person that I would want on my motherfucking level, because you a snake already. You already did some crooked ass shit. So I wouldn't even want you to be my friend. That's why I don't have many friends today. Because if you ain't about your motherfucking word, if you ain't doing the shit that you say that you gonna do, then you ain't shit. If you ain't about your word, you ain't shit. Point blank, period. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you ain't about your word, you ain't shit. Sorry. But let me get back to the video. What I'm saying is that God has been there through every step of my life, and I just need to give credit when credit is due, and that is to God. Every time that I have cried, or every time that I've been on my knees or shit out of luck, I haven't had no one to call but God. But God. I felt like a bird. But God. Felt like a rooster or something. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we want people to be there for us. We want them to support us in whatever we do, either if it's money, or if you just need someone for a venting ear, or if you just want someone to kick it with. People want to be around other people, but nobody want to be used. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be used. And I think that's where, like, people fuck up at. Like, you can't expect to use me when I don't have nothing. You can't take my little bit of nothing and we have even more of nothing. Because at the end of the day, if I give you my last piece of bread and I'm hungry, how's that going to save me? Because you ain't going to go out and get me a piece of bread. You know what I mean? That's when God comes in. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll split this piece of bread with you and have faith that we'll get some later. And that's the type of person I am. And most people think the first way. They think mine and mine, 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 mine. I'm not going to get another. This is it. I don't think that way. Fuck it. You want to split it? Shit, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. And you get tired of dealing with people. I think that's where I'm at right now in my life, is that I don't want to deal with folks. I don't want to deal with nobody that ain't got their shit going on. I don't want to deal with anybody that ain't trying to progress from where they're at. You know what I'm saying? If you're content in your living situation, and I feel like that's not my cup of tea, and I keep on hanging around you, I mean, it is what it is, but I've heard too many fucking times guilty by association. So if I'm hanging around a bunch of junkies, they're going to consider me a junkie. If I hang around a bunch of crackheads, they're going to consider me a motherfucking crackhead. Well, maybe if I hang around a motherfucking bunch of comedians, maybe they'll consider me a comedian. You know? I just want to speak from the heart, yo. Like, I just want these videos to show y'all that I'm not some whack-ass piece of fucking shit that cry on every fucking post. No, I'm not like that. I'm just a real person that has had a terrible hand, and I'm not folding. You know what I'm saying? What they say, it doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down. It matters how many times you keep on going. You getting up and you keep on going. Well, let me tell you something, bitch. I got a lot of motherfucking fight in me. And if motherfucking 50 Cent can get shot 7, 8 motherfucking times and still living, and he got shot up in his mouth and some more shit, then you assassinate me, bitch. I mean, straight up, yo. Because I'm going to keep on standing up for what the fuck I believe in. And I believe in my children. I believe that we should be a family. And I believe that the fucking government did me wrong. The government did me wrong since we were kids in foster care. I mean, fuck them. They did me wrong. And don't you worry, guys, because as soon as I meet up with my other foster sisters, I'm going to have a little bit more videos for y'all so y'all can say, damn, man, it won't just her and her sister. She got a fucking slew of bitches and guys too. I got foster brothers as well that can tell you that the system was shit, or how they've been moved several times, or no one fucking gave a fuck about them, or if somebody would have cared about them, that their future would have been different. Like, there's so many of my foster sisters right now that is sitting in jail. There's so many foster sisters of mine that don't have their kids, or that is hooked on drugs. And I hate to say it, is because nobody gave a fuck about them. Because after the check stops coming, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about you after no one's getting paid for you no more? Oh, you ain't paying for the mileage on my car? Bitch, you can walk. You just... No, I ain't got $1.50 for you to catch the bus. I mean, this is how people are, yo. Y'all think that, these people, these foster parents, they're so nice, they're so yada, yada, yada. Bitch, they don't want to do it. And let me tell you something. Half the foster parents, all they do is sit on their ass and get their check. Let me say it again. Sit on their ass and get that check. And which sucks is because we wonder why all the daycares and shit is full, is because foster care gets allotted amount of money per each kid to either, they get after school program, or they get some type of daycare. And so for a mother like me that was coming through the VIEW program, which is a different pot of money, but they couldn't help me when I needed assistance for my children. I had to wait 30 days, although I was in school and I was working, which don't make no fucking sense to me. But a foster child can come in and get daycare that fucking day. That don't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever, and I don't fucking understand it. And you can't even begin to tell me to understand it, because no matter how you break it down, it don't fucking make sense. You can't make it register to me, because I don't fucking get it. And then, I mean, everything's a learning experience, you know what I'm saying? I guess I was so obsessed with my kids. This is the only way to wake me up. You know, bring me a little bit closer to God, because you got to think God's a jealous God, man. You got to put God first. And it is what it is. He says that if something's taken from you, you're going to get it back 7 times. 7 times I'm going to get it back. So you know what I'm expecting? I'm expecting a lot of grandchildren. I'm expecting 7 handsome men that is going to be role models of tomorrow, that's not going to be junkies, that's not going to be out here selling dope, that's not going to be strung out on the fucking street and is going to be incarcerated. Like, fuck that. Now, I mean, if that shit did happen to my child, I would handle it with my kid. Ain't no way I would let my kid struggle alone during that process. No, but I would never enable my child. If my kid was hooked on heroin, he would never get $1 from me ever in his fucking life. And that's a promise. Because I'm not going to sit here and give you $1 and then think you go shoot dope and you're in an abandoned house and you fucking die and all I could think is that I gave you that fucking $1 to shoot dope. No, sir. No, sirree. But if you need help, we can find God together and we can get through it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I keep saying. I know y'all keep saying, oh shit, this bitch is always on the drugs, this shit, on the drug shit. You know why? Because I've seen it all my fucking life. I've seen drugs all my fucking life. Prostitutes and hookers and bullshit all my life, dude. And I don't think that it's fair for a little girl to have to go through that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it's right, dude. I don't think it's right at all. And that's all I gotta say. Like, I know several girls that were in foster care because their mother started tricking them out at 11 and 12 years old. You know, we're selling them to the dope man. And that's not fucking cool. But yet, it happens. You know? I mean, free will. That's where God gave us free will. He let us decide what, you know what I'm saying, what we want to do, and hopefully we make the right decision. That's why they said it's a slim chance that people are getting into heaven. It's a highway to hell, and it's a stairway to heaven, and you wonder why. Because it's easy to fall into temptation. It's easy. Shit, look at me. Look, sucking in my gut. Look at me. Look at me. McDonald's, I just can't get enough of McDonald's, and that's gluttony. That, you know, I know I don't need that shit. Especially with my heart and shit hurting, me probably fucking borderline diabetic and some more shit. I know I don't need that shit, but let me tell you something. I'm up there every fucking day trying to get me a sausage McMuffin, sure am, and a hash brown. Because that's free will. Shit, maybe I should do a video of a 30-day me working out and see if it'll lose this little bit of gut of mine. But anyways, I just wanted to make this video to let y'all know that no matter the trial or tribulation that I ever been through, I always put God first. And when my back was against the wall, or when I didn't have no fucking wall at all and I was sleeping in a park or some bullshit like that, the Lord was with me, man. The Lord, I've always ate, I've always showered, I've always maintained. And I just gotta say that it was God. It was God helping me and putting me first, like any father would do with their child. And just like right now, there's nothing that we can do, but a miracle could happen tomorrow. As long as I stay with the mustard seed of hope, then, I mean, anything can happen. That's what I believe in. I mean, fuck it. But like I said, we could be rich and still be miserable. Look at these people that we admire and that we aspire to. And like Robin Williams, he committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? Kurt Cobain committed suicide. These people had all the money and all the resources that they ever need to be happy in their life, and they were still miserable. Miserable enough to the fact that they no longer wanted to be here. And I'm not there. Don't get me wrong, I was upset in my life, and there was a point where I wanted to die, but the bitch in me couldn't stand for social services to win. If I was to slip my wrist, then my children would never see me or never get a hug or a kiss, and I can't have that. Especially because my father committed suicide, and that shit hurt me to my core. Still to this day, it hurts me. You know? So why the fuck would I set 7 more kids up to feel the same hurt and pain that I did? No, I gotta endure this pain. I gotta fucking go through it. So I can help my children for their future pain. I can tell them what I would do. And hopefully they can make the right decision based off of that. That's all I'm saying. Thank you, YouTube. I cannot wait to get the camera. Let me just say this. I will get the camera soon, and I'll be able to set it up because it's going to be a tripod, so I don't have to keep on using like the bathroom or my selfie stick to try to make these videos so y'all can see what the fuck I look like. I ain't trying to be like some big ass fucking loser, but it is what it is. I want to tell you guys that no matter the bullshit that you're going through in your life, find peace. Find peace. If it's reading the Bible, if it's listening to the ocean, or if it's just watching your kids sleep at night, you got to find that moment of peace and happiness. Or you're going to be miserable. And there's enough miserable bitches in this life. We don't need to add to it. That's all I got to say. If you watching this, kids, I love you. Till tomorrow. Thank you guys. Bye.